So it's happened, it's finally done, and they're thrilled that they are walking into their new home for the first time. But here's a common theme that I see every time. Everyone who's ever bought a home later will tell me, I remember the first real estate office that I ever walked into. I was a kid. I was fresh out of the Marine Corps, and they had this sign on the wall that said, "The best time to buy real estate is 20 years ago, and the next best time is today." Everyone I talk to who has ever bought a home will tell me, "I wish I had done this sooner." Did you hear that? I wish I had done this sooner. No one ever says, let's put off buying a home a few more years. And yet it never fails. When I talk to someone for the first time, I hear, "Oh, I'm just looking." And here's the sad reality, and I call it the "I'm just looking" curse. If I talk to 100 people this month who express an interest in buying a home, 80 of those 100 people still have not bought a home 3 years from now. Most of the time I find it's just because life keeps getting in the way, or they just hadn't gotten around to it. Let me show you something, because hey, it almost happened to me too. Let me show you the now, and let me show you 12 months from now. Alright, so let's take a $350,000, that's Colorado's median home price. Let's say you put 5% down, and you're paying today's interest at 4.45. We're going to pull out the insurance and taxes for this. I just want you to see the principal and interest. Your monthly payment is $1,894, and you have to bring to closing $23,458, and that's principal and interest only. Now that's if you buy a home now. So let's look at what they're anticipating interest to be in a year, which is 5.1%. That's a very conservative number from our resources. And also let's look at inflation. So $350,000. And inflation, they're saying it's going to be 4.8%. Yep, that'll be a conservative number, so 4.8. And now, a year later, you're buying the same home for $366,800. So we'll change that up. So the same home, $366,800 at 5.1%. You're now paying $2,121 a month, and bring in, $24,600 to closing. So in this example, waiting a year with conservative numbers, okay, but if they keep going up like we've seen in the last bit, it's even worse. So $16,800 is how much you will pay more for that house. And some people may not be able to qualify. That could push them out of a home that they're looking at. And as a monthly payment, you're looking at $227 per month of additional expense. And I look at it like this: what can $227 a month get you? So if you can buy the house now, buy the house today. If you have to wait a year, you have to wait a year. But it's kind of like you can either buy a house in a year, or you can buy a house now and afford $227 a month for, say, like a vehicle payment. So what kind of car could you get for $227 a month? That's the way I look at it. But hey, you should wait to buy a home if you don't think home prices are high enough. You like paying more of your hard-earned money to the bank, so interest payments. Now, I say that jokingly, but really, if you don't have the credit or the funds to close, then you have to wait. But even then, my question for you is this: what can we do to help you shorten that home buying process? What are the things that we can start doing today? Can we look at bumping your credit score up 100 points so you do get a better monthly payment from the bank? Is it a matter of putting money to the side, and just being in a better habit of that so that you do have the funds to close so that you can take that next step? So I'm Eric Dennison with Sky Castle Real Estate, and we're bringing you the best tips from a broker and builder perspective. So let us know what we can do to help you get closer to your dream of buying a home. Thanks again.